The command line. It's a concept that's been around for decades, a digital doorway to the very heart of your computer. It's a direct, powerful way to control your computer, offering unparalleled access to its inner workings. You type commands, often short and seemingly cryptic, and the computer responds instantly, executing your instructions with machine-like precision. There's no intermediary, no graphical fluff, just pure, unadulterated control. No buttons or menus cluttering the screen, just a blinking cursor patiently awaiting your next command, and endless possibilities stretching out before you. It's a blank canvas for digital creation and manipulation. For experienced developers, system administrators, and power users, it's a dream come true. It's the ultimate tool for efficiency and control. Automate tasks, freeing up your time for more complex and creative endeavors. Manage servers remotely, keeping critical systems running smoothly from anywhere in the world. Move files with lightning speed, organizing your digital world with precision, and run programs with a few keystrokes, launching complex applications with effortless ease. The command line is fast, incredibly efficient, and puts you in total control of your computing environment. It's a power user's paradise. But for beginners, stepping into the command line can feel like hitting a brick wall at full speed. The initial experience can be daunting and overwhelming. Commands like, and seem cryptic, like ancient runes from a forgotten language. What do they even? And a single typo, a misplaced space or an incorrect capitalization can trigger a confusing error message, leaving you scratching your head in frustration. The learning curve is undeniably steep, a vertical climb for the uninitiated, and it's easy to get frustrated, feel lost in a sea of commands, or simply give up in despair. The command line can feel unforgiving. As a result, many stick to graphical interfaces with their familiar buttons and menus, missing out on the incredible speed, power, and flexibility that the terminal offers. They remain trapped in a world of point and click, unaware of the command line potential. The real issue isn't the command line itself, but the fact that it speaks a language designed for experts, not newcomers. It's a dialect of digital control that requires years of practice to master. It expects absolute precision. One wrong character, a single misplaced symbol, and your command fails, returning an error message that's often as cryptic as the command itself. This makes the learning process slow, arduous, and sometimes downright painful, with lots of time spent searching online documentation, poring over man pages, and desperately seeking the right command to accomplish a simple task. Yet mastering the command line unlocks huge productivity gains, transforming you from a novice into a digital wizard. Automate repetitive work with elegant scripts, freeing yourself from the drudgery of manual tasks. Manage code efficiently with powerful version control systems, collaborating seamlessly with other developers. Connect to servers securely from anywhere in the world, administering remote systems with ease. And build projects from source code with a single command, compiling complex software with effortless speed. It's a fundamental skill for any serious developer, but the initial struggle is undeniably real. The barrier to entry is high. For years, many developers have wished for a way to simply tell the computer what they want in plain English, bypassing the need for cryptic commands and complex syntax. That wish, once a distant dream, is finally coming true, thanks to advancements in artificial intelligence and natural language processing. The command line, that powerful but often unfriendly tool, is about to get a whole lot friendlier, more accessible, and easier to use. Let's see how this transformation is happening and what it means for the future of computing. Imagine talking to your command line like you talk to a person. Instead of memorizing commands, you just describe what you want. That's the idea behind Gemini CLI, a tool from Google that brings AI right into your terminal. Gemini CLI translates your plain English requests into the right commands or code. It's like having a senior developer by your side, ready to help. Ask questions, write code, or get explanations. No expertise required. Gemini CLI keeps you in your workflow. No need to switch to a browser. It learns from your prompts, explains its reasoning, and helps you grow as a developer. Whether you're debugging, setting up a project, or recalling a rare command, Gemini CLI is your instant context-aware assistant. The command line just got a lot smarter. Getting started with Gemini CLI is simple. First, make sure you have Node.js and npm installed. Check by typing node v in your terminal. If you need Node.js, download it from the official site. Then, install Gemini CLI globally with npm install g at Google/Gemini CLI after installation. Just type Gemini to launch the tool. You'll be prompted to log in with your Google account, follow the link provided, and grant permissions. Once authenticated, you're ready to use Gemini CLI from any directory. Google offers a generous free tier so you can start using Gemini CLI right away. No billing required. In just a few minutes, you'll have a powerful AI assistant in your terminal. No complicated setup, no hidden costs. Let's see what it can do. Gemini CLI is your instant, context-aware search engine and coding partner. Pipe code or error messages directly to Gemini and get clear explanations or fixes. Need a Python function to read a CSV? Just describe it. Gemini writes the code, complete with comments. Stuck on a cryptic error? Paste it in, and Gemini explains the cause and suggests a solution. Want to improve your code? Ask Gemini to generate unit tests or refactor your scripts. Every interaction is a learning opportunity. Gemini explains its reasoning so you're not just copying commands. No more endless web searches or guesswork. From writing and debugging to testing, Gemini CLI is your versatile development partner, all without leaving your terminal. Coding just got a lot easier. Let's dive into a practical demonstration of Gemini CLI in action. We're going to walk through a common scenario that many developers face: deploying a local application to the cloud. This will showcase how Gemini CLI simplifies and streamlines the entire process, making it more accessible and efficient for everyone. We'll be using a real-world workflow to illustrate the power and ease of use of Gemini CLI. Forget about tedious configurations and complex commands. Imagine you have a Node.js web app, a typical project for many developers. It's running locally, and you're ready to share it with the world. Your goal is to deploy it to Google Cloud Run, a popular platform for running containerized applications. Cloud Run offers scalability and ease of management, but the deployment process can sometimes be a hurdle. Normally, without Gemini CLI, you'd start by writing a Docker file. This file defines how your application should be packaged into a container. Then, you'd build an image from that Docker file, creating a self-contained package of your application and its dependencies. Next, you'd push it to a registry, like Google Artifact Registry or Docker Hub, making it accessible to Cloud Run. Finally, you'd deploy, all with potentially tricky commands and configurations. This process can be time-consuming and error-prone, especially for those new to cloud deployments. But with Gemini CLI, the process is dramatically simplified. Just describe your goal in plain language. For example, you could say, create a Docker file for this Node.js app, listening on port 8080. Gemini intelligently analyzes your project structure and automatically generates the Docker file, tailored to your application's specific needs. Next, ask, build and push this image to Artifact Registry as my web app. Gemini provides you with the exact gcloud and Docker commands needed to build and push your image, eliminating the need to memorize complex syntax. Finally, say, deploy my web app to Cloud Run, allow unauthenticated access. Gemini intelligently constructs the complete deploy command, including all the necessary flags and configurations, ensuring a smooth and successful deployment. No more spending hours searching for the correct syntax or worrying about missing crucial steps in the deployment process. Gemini CLI transforms complex deployments into simple, intuitive, and guided tasks, empowering developers of all skill levels. Now you can truly focus on building your project, rather than getting bogged down in the complexities of the deployment process. With Gemini CLI, the command line just became your personal deployment coach, guiding you every step of the way. Gemini CLI isn't just smart, it's customizable and safe. Use a Gemini.json file to set preferences, like always writing PEEP 8 compliant Python or preferring Zeesh syntax. Gemini adapts to your style, making its output match your needs. Worried about risky commands? Gemini can create checkpoints before making changes, so you can easily undo mistakes. Experiment with confidence. Rollback is just a command away. Gemini CLI is also multimodal. Give it images, and it generates code from screenshots or diagrams. Upload a UI mockup, and Gemini writes the HTML and CSS. Snap a whiteboard diagram, and it drafts infrastructure scripts. These features make Gemini CLI a creative, context-aware partner. It's more than a tool. It's your AI collaborator. The Gemini CLI is poised to revolutionize the way we interact with our development tools. It's not just an upgrade, it's a fundamental shift in how we approach coding and system administration. Instead of forcing ourselves to learn the intricacies of the computer's language, wrestling with cryptic syntax and endless flags, the computer, powered by AI, learns ours. It understands natural language, bridging the gap between human intention and machine execution. For beginners, the Gemini CLI is like having a patient, always available tutor, guiding you through complex commands and concepts with clear explanations. It breaks down the often intimidating barriers to the command line, making it accessible and less daunting for newcomers. For seasoned pros, it acts as a powerful memory extension, instantly recalling obscure commands and syntax options. Say goodbye to endless context switching to search for obscure commands buried deep within documentation. Stay laser-focused on your task, get instant answers to your questions, right within your terminal, and spend significantly more time in that coveted state of deep work, where true innovation happens. Remember, Gemini CLI is designed to be an assistant, a helpful partner, not a complete replacement for your skills and expertise. You still need to carefully review and thoroughly understand its suggestions to ensure accuracy and security. It encourages a new skill set, effectively collaborating with AI to dramatically boost your overall productivity and efficiency. By intelligently offloading routine tasks and tedious details to Gemini, you free your valuable mental resources for big-picture strategic thinking and truly creative problem-solving. Let's face it, programming is an inherently demanding profession. Gemini CLI is here to help you work smarter, leveraging AI to optimize your workflow, not just harder. And the ultimate result? A more efficient and streamlined coding workflow, leading to a more enjoyable and fulfilling development experience. The future of coding isn't about humans being replaced by AI, it's about a powerful partnership between human ingenuity and artificial intelligence. And that future, that transformation, starts right now with Gemini CLI. Gemini CLI can transform your terminal experience, whether you're a pro or just starting out. It explains code, writes scripts, debugs errors, and manages cloud deployments, all in plain language. The best way to see its power? Try it yourself. Install Gemini CLI and start with a simple question or task. Use it to automate repetitive work, learn new languages, or brainstorm solutions. The more you use it, the more you'll discover. Open your terminal, meet your new AI sidekick, and see what you can build together. The future of development is here. How will you use it?